Good morning. Happy Wednesday to everyone. I hope you're having a great day. It's Joe Mania. Welcome to the morning program. I'm sure everybody is happy with the Yankees winning last night. And we'll dissect a little bit of that game and be doing a lot of talking about old topics. As pertains to the New York Yankees. So let me first remember the contest, everyone. As you know, I have a content that's on there with the rules and the regulations. All you have to do is just pick how many games you think the Yankees are going to win. And from there, if they win, with them winning the division by how many games. And just bring your thoughts and what you think to joeyankees28@gmail.com, and you'll be registered. It's open till July 1st, and then from there we'll put everything up on a wall, and everybody will know who picked who. So when the winner is announced, you know, you will definitely know, so everybody knows out in the open how everything is. So with that in mind, I wanted to, so again, your thoughts and everything at joeyankees28@gmail.com, and don't forget to register, please. And you have until July 1st. We'll get to the Yankees in a minute. We're going to do a scoreboard update from last night in case you missed it. Colorado Rockies 3, the Marlins 2, the Houston Astros 3, the Pirates nothing. The Cubs beat up on the Nationals 8-3. Of course, the Yankees beat up the Yankees, just squeaked by the Cleveland Guardians, which we'll talk about. The Philadelphia Phillies pounced on the Blue Jays 8-3. The Cincinnati Reds doubled up on Milwaukee 4-2. The Angels in a final beat the Boston Red Sox 4-3. Arizona Diamondbacks 8-3 over Atlanta. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the Texas Rangers 5-1. Chicago White Sox surprisingly beat up on the Tigers 8-1. Kansas City beat the Cardinals 10-7. The Orioles beat the Mariners 5-1. The Padres beat the Giants 3-2, and the Minnesota Twins beat the Athletics 10-3. And in a thrilling game last night, the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the New York Mets 6-5. I want to welcome people in the chat. Everyday Mets, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. Listening on the tube there is John and Bob and Paula and Richmond Valley Pharmacy. Thank you so much. You're always a big contributor to the show. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, question for Everyday Mets. How you doing? What did you think about last night's game? Did you stay up for the whole thing? What did you think about it? Hey, FG, how you doing? Good morning. How's it going? I'd like to get your everybody. Let me hear your thoughts about last night's Yankee game. We're going to go over some of the batting last night, and let's see who did what. So on the Yankees part, everyone. So let's see. Trent Grisham was at 4 at-bats, 1 K. He is definitely in the wrong side of a slump. He's down to 247. Ben Rice was a DH. He struck out once, and he had no hits. Let's see, Aaron Judge, 2 at-bats, and 1 K, and a walk, 2 walks actually. Bellinger, hey, Dev Finch, welcome to the program. Bellinger, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, and 1K. Chaz Chisholm as one of the heroes yesterday coming back. Surely needed the boost. He had 3 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, an RBI, a home run. And Anthony Volpe, 3 at-bats, 1 run, one hit, one RBI. Estrada catching at 2 at-bats, and he actually did absolutely nothing. And DJ LeMahieu, who's hitting the ball as on the Rockets right now, he had 3 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 RBI, and he could have gotten 2 more hits. Pitching-wise, how much can you say about Carlos Rodon? Really? 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 8 Ks, 1 walk. He's just pitching incredibly. His ERA is down to 2.49. 2.49, guys. And another unsung hero is Mark Leiter Jr. 1 inning pitched, 1 walk, and his ERA is down to 3.55. Devin Williams, of course, is the modern-day John Wetland. He gives you heartburn. You've got to have the roll age. You've got to have everything there because he will drive you nuts. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 K, and his ERA is actually down to from 11 to 6.35. So there are a lot of positives, everyone, but there's some things that I'm not liking right now, and we may have to put the brakes on someone like Trent Grisham. I have a bone to pick with him a little bit because, and like I said, remember when I say something's going to bite us in the butt down the line, and I mean it, and it usually comes true. Trent Grisham, when there's a ground ball base hit in the outfield, he's very nonchalant. And it cost him last night, although he got the runner out. But that's not always going to happen. For some reason, he's very lackadaisical on those grounders to center field. Trust me, folks, I'm not kidding. It's going to come back and bite us. He cannot do that. He's got to do 2 hands. He's got to be more active when he's fielding those ground balls in the outfield. Again, as I said, it's going to come back and bite you in the playoffs or some big game, and that worries me. That really, really worries me. Let's get a couple of comments. Everyday Mets. Although we lost, it was a nice comeback, but the Yanks had a nice back-to-back home runs. Yes. I thank you, Everyday Mets, for that. I really appreciate your comments. They did. They both. The Mets look good, although I still think that for some reason Juan Soto is just not Juan Soto. I just don't know what it is. I know he had a nice shot yesterday, but there's just something that's just not right with him. I mean, he's totally. Right now, I don't know. Maybe Everyday Mets. You could tell me your feeling about it. If you saw him play with the Yankees last year and you're watching him with the Mets this year, what is the difference? Do you think? We're gonna go with FJ. Rendon pitched like a master. There were no hit into the 5th inning. If not for the shortstop getting in Kwan's way, I think the catches Jazz single. I think the Yankees were lucky to get the win. In many respects, you're right. You're 100% right. It was a good win, and they might have had some luck. But you know what? Championship teams just don't win on skill; they win on luck. So you need some of that sometimes. I mean, there's no question about it. So with that in mind, you're 100% right. No question about it. But again, these little things. So the one thing that worries me, like I said, Trent Grisham is slowly but surely. I mean, the average is going down and down, and he's in the 240s now. I mean, just 10 days ago he was batting 300, 310, 290. So he's slumping. Aaron, not Aaron. What was I thinking of here? Well, Chaz Chisholm gave us a boost, of course, last night. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Sean Browning. How's it going? Thanks for joining the morning brew here. Let me give a shout out, a cup of coffee to each and every one of you, man. I hope you have your brew. I have my Lavazza, so I will take a sip, as I always do every morning, for each and every one of you, and health. Wow, that tastes good. That is good. Let's see. Everyday Mets is saying Soto hitting 4 home runs, 4 out of 5 games. I saw Soto last year. He had a bad August for the Yanks too. Okay, fair enough. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's gonna play. He's gonna play to the back of his baseball card. I'm not too concerned about that. I do think that Kershaw is done. I think that he's pitching out of necessity right now, and I believe that he's just not done. McGill has his moments. I like McGill, but he just loses it for that one split second, and he gives up a couple of runs. But he is overpowering, and he should have a few more wins than he has. Good morning, John the Beagle Dad. How's it going? I hope all is well with you. I appreciate you coming on. Jacob Pertuzzi, how you doing? I appreciate everybody in the chat. FJ says, credit to Chaz and Volpe. Bibby made mistakes to both, and they took advantage. Yeah, the home run to Volpe was a meatball pitch. I mean, that was a cookie cutter. That was definitely right there for the taking. Chaz's shot was really good too. So, and that wasn't a mistake. That was not a mistake at all. Sean Browning goes, Kershaw, surefire Hall of Fame. Yes, he is. But I'm talking about right now. I mean, he's a shell of himself. He's not pitching that great, and he's very predictable on his fastball, his sliders. He's hittable. I mean, there's no question about that. So, listen, yeah, of course he's a Hall of Famer. But, you get old. Your senses go, all your movements. And to me, he's pitching right now out of necessity because they have the whole pitching staff on the shelf. So, that's why I'm saying that. Let's see what we have here. John, coffee is brewing right now. All right, man. That should have been brewing already. You should have been ready, like we are. Salute at everybody in the chat, man. Here's another one for you. So, guys, what did you think about Rondon? What a different pitcher from just 2 years ago. I'm totally shocked. Well, I'm not really shocked because he was always a very, very good pitcher. I mean, let's face it. But I got to give credit where credit is due, man. He's really changed. And as a Yankee fan, you have to be excited. I mean, yes, we don't have Cole. Yes, we don't have Eo. But you do have Rendon. And you have Max Fried. I have a feeling Max Fried is going to come right back and pitch a really great game. He'll be on the proper rest. He'll be at home. And I think he'll be fine. Clark Smith, let's see what happens. We have to break even though we won last Wednesday on Amazon, we have to break the schneid on that. So tonight, regardless that I'm not doing the game or anything, but the lamp will be on. I promise you guys. The minute I put it on last night, no joke, Ken from The Ugly Truth can tell you, as soon as I posted that in his stream, Chaz Chisholm hit a home run. So there is something to this. Good morning, John Ferrazzo. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Graham, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Williams gave us a scare as usual. However, it was a good win. Yes, it was definitely a good win, John. I think we're going to have Rolaids and all of that in front of us when Williams comes in. He'll get the job done, but he will be John Wetland number 2, and I keep hating to say that. Let's see. Graham says, give credit to DJ. He got it all going. He could have had a double. He said yes. Well, I said that in the beginning of the show, Graham. I said that kudos to DJ. He's not only he's hitting with authority, really authority, and that's a great sign for the Yankees. And David, Paul O'Neill had the little that I had the voice on. He had a great line. He says the Yankees are a different lineup, because everybody goes down a notch. And like I've been saying, Anthony Volpe, the more you put him down in the lineup, watch what happens. Watch what happens. He's going to be outrageous. He's going to be outstanding there in the bottom of the lineup, either 7, 8, and he probably might go to 8 when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, when Dominguez is put in there. You can't tell me that he's ahead of those guys. No way, no how. It's time for Dominguez, to put him in that spot, either 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever, and leave him there. Don't change. And let the Volpes of the world go in the bottom. Fine, you want to play. You want DJ LeMahieu batting 9th, so be it. But I like that combination more than I like what they've been doing. Now, I'm a little disappointed that Vivas went down, but he's going to get seasoning down in AAA. He's going to get a lot of at bats, so that's definitely going to help Vivas. Of course, Reyes is still there, but again, like everybody says, it's keeping warm. We thought he was going to go with Chas Chisholm coming back, so maybe he's going to go with Stanton. Obviously he can't leave soon enough. He's a nice guy and everything, but he's just not a very, very good player. He had a great spring, which it's just unbelievable. Graham says, when DJ is hitting this lineup is completely different animal, 100%. Pitchers just don't have to fear the top of the order like last year. Yeah, last year we were a two-headed monster. We know that. But this year we're not. You have the two-headed monsters. Then you have, depending how do you want to look the two-headed monster? Is it Aaron Judge and Goldschmidt, or is it Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger? Regardless, whoever you don't pick, well, then it's going to be the next guy of Bellinger. Then you have Dominguez. Then you have Chisholm. Then you have Stanton. Then you have Volpe. Austin Wells, to me, he's still on the bubble. As everybody knows, my feeling, I want Rodriguez up from AAA. I really do. But now that they're putting Chas Chisholm at third base, there's a less likely chance, unfortunately, unless they want to make a change at catching. Graham is saying, let's see, Reyes is only there because he can play the outfield. Okay, but if you're going to do that, you have Emerson Pereira that you can bring up, who's tearing the ball up over there with a lot of RBIs. I believe he's close to 40 RBIs. And he's doing well. The only problem with that is they soured on him when he came up the first time because he was really overmatched. And we all know that. If you go back to the tape, he was very, very overmatched. So, Yankees are either, I guess this year they're going to be committed to Austin Wells, and that's it. And that's the bottom line. And because you're not going to bring Rodriguez up here to do absolutely nothing. It just doesn't work. He rakes. He's in a little bit of a slump up there, and he's still batting .368. So let's see, John. Salute to Saz. He feels up the middle of the lineup. Yes, he changes it. All of that has changed, everyone. As you can see, look from top to bottom. And if you listen to Paul O'Neill, he hit it right on the nose last night. The lineup is so different. It's incredible. It really, really is incredible. Sean, yes, but Pereira, if you bring him up, you waste an option as a player spot there for Stanton. Yes, I understandable, but you want to get the best 26 players that you can because you're trying to run away with the division. I want us to run away with the division because it'll help people like Aaron Judge for the playoffs, so he doesn't have to play a lot in September and do that. I don't give a hoot about 55 homers. We know he can hit 55 homers. Do you want him to hit 55 homers, or do you want him to be strong to bring us our 28th World Championship? Think about that. Listen, if he gets the MVP, great. But what do we want at this point? Do you want the hardwood of an MVP, or do you want the 28th World Championship? Well, I'm sorry. I want the 28th World Championship. He's got the hardwood. He's got that. He wants to go forward. And the way the Yankees go forward is if they grab that big lead, go up 9-10 games, and rest him. He's 33 years old, folks. He's not 23. And he's not going to get any better as far as with rest. Think about it, guys. Next year, this Aaron Judge, the animal, the all-rise guy is going to be 34 years old. That's not a joke. Yeah, Sean, you want him to get the Triple Crown. Great. So play him a lot and tire him out and then see what happens in the playoffs. We've seen that story already. That film is going. Let's change the narrative of that. Give the man some rest in September, and maybe he'll be what he's supposed to be in the playoffs, an animal. This is the year, guys. This is the year that Aaron Judge is going to shine in the playoffs, but with some rest. And that's why you can't give up these games. Just think about it, guys. If the Yankees didn't blow those the game to Colorado, and we can name a lot of them, they'd be 11 games up and running away with it. I'm not saying we're seven in the loss column. That's not chicken feed. It's not chicken feed at all. Let's see. Celia, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I get you, Joe, but it comes to planning, and just in case of injuries, you waste options, and then you put yourself in a corner. But you got to bring up the guy sooner or later. I mean, how much options you want? You're going to bring him up when he's 30 years old? This is what the Yankees do. And that's the problem. Be proactive once in a while. You got to take chances. If Pereira's not in the plans, we'll bring him up to let him shine for somebody else then. But every year that goes by, it goes fast, man. Do you believe that Aaron Judge is going to be 34 years old? I'm just giving an example. Before you twist an eye, Anthony Volpe will be, I know he's only 23, 24 now. Life goes fast, guys. And if you want that championship, yes, you got to plan it correctly. We do need one more hitter, though. We do need one more hitter. And that is definite. I'm going to bring up Jonathan, who's nice enough to join us this morning. Good morning, Jonathan. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning. So let me ask you, Jonathan, do you agree with the resting a little bit more of Aaron Judge, and it's crucial for the Yankees to take a nice lead in the American League East?
Yes, I think they should be some rest every now and then, maybe every 10 to 15 games. Give Judge one day off or something like that. It's I understand, or they could at a minimum DH him.
Right. Oh, okay. I go for that. But as we get into September and the gruel, you got the dog days of summer.
I know, but I understand your point, but I guess the goal for the Yankees is once if they win the division early enough, say September 7th comes and they're so far ahead, they've already clinched the AL East. They have another 3 weeks of baseball season.
Right.
So in that 3 weeks, you can give Aaron Judge maybe half a day to a full day off every week. And then he'll be fresh for the playoffs.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. I still say a little bit more than that. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I think they got to be.
I'm just giving it an
Yes.
example. I'm not saying that's what you do. But yes, eventually there could be times in the season, maybe again, maybe you bat him. For example, in the game like Colorado, when I think they scored 13 runs, didn't they take him out halfway in the? Didn't they
No,
play
not
him?
really. He played almost the whole game, and then they took him out, which
Well,
made no sense.
in a game like that, if you're up by 13 runs in the fifth inning, you start to switch out players.
But and yeah, and another thing that bothered me is when they were up so big against Colorado. Why do you leave Max Fried in there?
Yes.
As long as he gets the win, pitch him to the fifth inning. But there's no excuse. Why are you leaving this guy, your number one pitcher, to throw a lot more pitches in that atmosphere?
I agree with that. I have a feeling that him pitching, because pitchers you have to be a lot more careful about than hitters. So in that scenario, I think that may have contributed to his bad game.
Yeah, no, I
But
totally
also
agree.
it's against the Dodgers, so the Dodgers.
Graham says, I agree, Jonathan. Also, the roster expands in
The roster
September. Yeah,
expanded.
but only a couple of players now. It's not like
Only
it
two
was years
players.
ago.
I mean, and keeping while we're on that subject, and in terms of roster expansion, I would like to see them expanded to 32 players instead of 28.
Yeah, but
I think they need. I understand not having 40. 40 is too much, but I think it should be more than 28. I would say
but do
30
you,
to
do you
30.
know how long games will be? Because managers are going to come out and they're
Yeah.
going to start taking their pitchers out and this and
Well,
that.
that's
No, I think 28 is good enough.
You think so? I would say 30 to 32 would be a little bit better. It's not
Well,
40, but it's not two more players.
right. Well, I want to bring in another co-host of NY Yankee Mania, and that is Ken. Ken is in the car. How you doing, Ken?
Doing fine. How about yourself, Joe?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, I like the sound of that. It sounds like you're in another country. I like the sound.
Yeah, you're probably connected to the car. That's why.
Yeah.
I am.
It sounds pretty good, actually. So, Ken, in calling the game last night, which again, kudos to you, did a fantastic job. What made you surprised you, and was there anything there that bothered you in that game?
Well, I was surprised that the first three batters of the game struck out against Beebe. Two of them call looking.
Okay.
Especially since they're the top tier hitters that we have, they're generally not high strikeout guys. So Beebe was getting it done, and I think that the Guardians manager left him in one inning too long, and he ended up paying the price for it.
Right, I agree.
Chisholm, he looked all right. I mean, he only had 3 rehab starts. He seemed a bit outmatched early against Beebe, and I was surprised at that, especially as a free swinger as he is.
Mm-hmm.
But when Beebe came up with his fastballs, Jazz was behind the pitches. The fielding. I was surprised on the DJ hit that he slid, and the ball came up on him and ended up going in the outfield. It was part of the contributing to the Guardians' 1 run. Usually you don't see that happen with DJ, but I tend to think that he's getting older and his range is limited. That's why I would have thought that the Yankees would have played him at third to limit the mobility that he has to have. But they chose to go the other way and flip Jazz to third. And the fly ball to Grisham that bounced in front of him, I don't know what the hell happened, but
I explained that.
It looked that he took his eye off the ball when it bounced, temporary lapse. I mean, he's a great defensive outfielder, and sometimes it happens. I just don't expect it with him.
Yeah, the problem with him is I just think I'll be honest with you, he's lazy. He looks lazy, and he doesn't, and he he's very, very nonchalant. And as I keep telling you, the fans and everyone, it's going to come and bite the Yankees in the butt. I am never wrong.
Are you talking about Grisham?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think Grisham is lazy?
On ground balls in the outfield, base hits, yes. He's very lazy. That's got to change. And that's up to the coaches to say, yo, wake up. Because I'm telling you, everything that I've said has come true.
When Dominguez comes back, I would like to see him in the field more. I know he's not a field. I know he's not a he's already built a reputation of being a little bit reckless in the outfield, but I would like to see him improve. Remember that he's a young kid. You cannot expect someone who's been in the major leagues. Probably he's played less than 200 games.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect him to be a Gold Glove fielder. He has to learn. He has to go through growing pains, and then.
But Jonathan, out of nowhere, he was put in left field.
Yes,
he's a center fielder. He was
very
good in AAA.
And that's the problem. You have to play the players where they're used to being played. If you want the guy to learn a new position, you teach them in spring training.
There was always winter ball. He could have played winter ball and got familiar.
He was coming back.
Yeah, but he was coming back from the injury. Let's be fair about that. I want to bring on Nitin. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good morning.
What's up, Ken? What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Joe?
Anyway, I have to get going to work, so I'll see you guys
Jonathan.
later.
Thank you for stopping.
Here, so I'm free.
Give us breaking news later. Take care.
No breaking news.
No breaking news.
All right. Here's a thought for you, Joe. You talk about resting Judge for the postseason. Blah, 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 blah.
Judge
doesn't need rest.
You seen it, and right away you brush me. Go ahead.
You know what? You know why we haven't won a championship?
Because
our pitching stinks. Top flight pitchers are going to beat top flight hitters every day.
What are you talking about? The pitching, the hitting, the clutch. Give me a break.
So when we go and give up freaking bomb after bomb after bomb because our bullpen is exhausted in the postseason, that's the hitter's fault.
Yes, because they had 2 hitters last year. Who else contributed?
Oh, so we're relying on people like Clark Schmidt to get it done against top flight hitters. Yeah, wrong. Clark Schmidt is a bum. He does not need to be in the starting rotation. If you build a postseason rotation, you have 3 very good pitchers. Guess what? We don't have 3 very good pitchers right now. If you're looking at the postseason pitching rotation, Yarbrough is in there as one of the top 3. When we get later into the postseason, you have to have 4 decent pitchers. We don't have 4 decent pitchers. We have half of that. And if you look at postseason play, starting pitchers generally only go about 4 innings anyhow, and it's the bullpen that's carrying the load. So if we need to fortify something, it's the damn bullpen and another starter.
Okay, I'm not saying, what I'm saying is that they still do not do the little things in the playoffs that need to be done.
Yeah, like play small ball.
Yes. Yes, because
Okay.
you got great pitching. You don't have rinky-dink pitches.
But Judge isn't going to play small ball, but Judge is there to blast the freaking ball like Stanton.
I'm not talking about Judge. Come on, Ken. I'm talking.
You're talking about resting Judge now. We're in June, by God. What the hell does he need rest for?
I'm not saying rest him now. I would like to build a bigger lead, and then in September we could rest him so he could be solid for the playoffs.
Hey, Joe.
He's 33 years old now.
There's no resting for Judge, man.
Joe, you're an old guy. You remember back in the day when baseball players used to play 150 games out of 162 in the season? There wasn't any rest. You went out there and you got paid and you played. I'm tired of this load management crap.
But Aaron Judge is a huge power hitter. Those guys in the yesteryear, they were good players, but they weren't swinging for the fences all the time. Luke Piniella, Mickey Rivers, those type of guys are not exactly Aaron Judge hitting 400, 500 feet home runs.
Who gives a damn how far? Who gives a damn how far the home run goes? So long as it clears the fence. If it's 310 and goes over right field, great. It's a home run. Counts as 1 point.
Sean Browning says, Joe and Ken, round 12.
And if you look at our dynasty years in the 90s, did we rely on home run hitters?
No.
No, we didn't. It was fundamental baseball. Getting the hit.
That's my point.
Productive outs.
That's my point. Right now, all they're waiting for is the home run. And you're not going to win. It's going to bite you in the playoffs. Why can't people see that? What's so hard about that?
I don't know. The issues with the team right now, in my mind's eye, is roster construction. Because we're built to be a home run hitting team, and you don't win championships like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
They need versatility in the lineup, like people that people can do multiple things, like contact hitting, not only home runs, but like manufacturing runs, getting runs in through like what do you call small ball and all, like what you guys are saying. But they need more players that can. They need more contact hitting, in my opinion.
I'll tell you, there was a player in the past that was fantastic. He was with the Rays, Ben Zobrist. Yeah, that guy was an all-around freaking utility player. You could put him anywhere on the field, and that man could play ball. But guess what? He wasn't a home run hitter. He got it done in the clutch. And that guy made a lot of money going from team to team as a clutch line drive hitter.
Yeah, I agree with this statement from FG. We don't have the team to use the Earl Weaver system. Sit back and wait for the 3-run home run. That's right, but they're acting like it, and they shouldn't. People like Volpe, down the line, look for the base hit, look for the stolen base. They're swinging for the fences. Okay, you had a home run last night. All right, whoopee-doo.
So is that going to put Volpe?
We don't have Volpe. We don't have him to hit 30 home runs.
You know what? I hate
the little things.
I hate it when Volpe hits a home run because for the next 5 games, that's what you're going to see is him swinging for the fence and flying out on the warning track in left field. Guaranteed.
Right. And that's my point. And that's my point. We act like a team that wants to sit back and hit a 3-run homer. That's a great statement. And I'm telling you, it can't be done. It can't be done. Look at all these other teams. Let's see what John has to say. Home runs are harder in the playoffs because the pitching is better. That's why they're in the that's why they're in the postseason. Correct. 100%.
I mean, I'm going to tell you what. One of the teams that we are going to face probably in the ALCS if we make it there is those damn Detroit Tigers. And their pitching is no freaking joke.
I know. Well, what I'm saying is correct. The Yankees are going to be swinging at the fences, and what are they going to do? Like they did back in 2012 and 13, hit little ground balls, have a lineup of Murderous Row and Cano, and do nothing. So why not fix that now and get into the mindset that, you know what, we got to move runners. When we have a man on third, we are the worst team to get him home. Are we the worst team when we go into extra innings? We can't win because they can't move a runner. How sick is that?
They have to do a better job of that. And plus, it's going to be interesting what they do. I think they need a hit. Obviously, in my opinion, a couple of hitters in that lineup.
Yeah, they need another hitter in the lineup.
Well, I know. They need another 2 hitters or so, and then another pitcher, in my opinion, in the starting rotation.
And you know we're going to get Giancarlo back, but they need another one after that.
Yep.
Don't be, and then the thing is, if Giancarlo comes back and he comes back strong, we don't need another hitter. Don't be fooled.
There's definitely room to improve the bench because there's just dead wood sitting there. Pablo Reyes is a big freaking zero when it comes to productivity for the team.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Yes. Right. And my guy Peraza, he is a fantastic glove guy, but he hits like shit.
Yeah, Peraza, I don't know. We need to trade him or something.
I mean, look around all the teams, all the contending teams, and when their starters are taken out, they have some bona fide players coming in, and it could be anywhere from a Jeff McNeil, it could be a John Bodie, it could be any one of those guys, and what we do is we bring in Oswald Peraza, the catcher, the Strada. These guys are not going to cut it. They're just not going to cut it. When you got to make plays, when you got to make moves in the playoffs, guys, are you really secure to bring? Well, you take out, let's say, Giancarlo Stanton. Who are you going to bring in? Peraza? I mean, let's be real.
I will tell you what. Last year at the trade deadline, everyone told me I was freaking stupid. Oh, this guy's coming off the IL. He's not good. I wanted Tommy Edman more than I could shake a stick at. That guy is an all-around great ball player historically and can hit everywhere. And he's gone to the freaking Dodgers and has terrorized us.
Yeah, and then Marshall Brown says, does Peraza get traded at the deadline? I said, I think he can be added in potential packages to get some players back. And I can definitely see Peraza getting traded at the deadline because the Yankees definitely need to improve, like I said, their offense, and also they need to improve their bench, in my opinion, too. So I can easily see Peraza get traded this deadline.
We're not talking that the Mets are going to get rid of Jeff McNeil. That boat has sailed. He's staying with the Mets because he's a great. If he doesn't start, he's an excellent backup. And you can't compare the Met bench with the Yankee bench because right now the Met bench shines brightly. They bring up their rookie guy. They bring up all of that. They do what they need to do.
Yeah.
So they're locked and loaded on the bench. There's no comparison. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that, but there's no comparison.
Man, Tommy
Well,
Edmonds. Uh-huh.
we don't have a bench.
Yeah, I know. We had the
And I think that's sad for a $300 million payroll. Don't you?
It is sad. It is. It's horrible. Like
I wanted Edmund too. You
I
know,
want Edmund would have been a perfect Yankee. By the way, he would have like seriously. He plays every position. Hard nosed player, helps the team win. Comes up clutch. And you've seen it against us in the World Series what he did. So
Hell, you seen it in the last series we played against him. He did it to us again.
yeah, yep.
Graham, I'm not saying that I'm rattling off names. I'm giving a point to
Graham.
people having benches. I'm not saying go out and get a Jeff McNeil. What I'm saying is I'm giving the option of showing you the Met bench to the Yankee bench. I'm not saying go acquire him. All I'm saying is we need help. Help. That's what they need. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, everyone in Yankee universe is all about to bring Sandy Alcantara, bring
Don't want
Freddie
him.
Peralta in. Those are top flight pitchers. They're going to cost a boatload, and we don't need them.
No.
I'm looking at a pitcher like Andrew Abbott of the Cincinnati Reds. He's their number 3 starter. The Reds are probably going to be sellers. Look at his numbers on the Savant page.
Sean Browning brings up a very good point. We need a guy like David Justice. Yes, that's when we fortified a lot of things. Even a guy like Jim Leyritz was a very good pickup in the '99 season.
How do you what's the name? Andrew what?
Abbott, Abbott.
Okay, let me see. Oh, he's a left-handed pitcher. Okay.
Yes, he is.
And the
right now he's 5-0 with the 1.51 ERA, 53 strikeouts.
Jeez.
And you know what he throws? He throws a 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Wow.
He throws. I'll tell you what. He's Yarbrough, younger and better skill set, but they throw the same pitches exactly.
Huh.
You want to get big bats off of them, off of the starting pitchers? That's the guy that does it. You want to bring in Freddie Peralta, who throws his 95, 96-mile-an-hour fastball, his cutter, everything's fastball-based. He's going to get hit like a freaking pinata, especially against a team like the Dodgers. Look what Yarbrough did to the Dodgers. Abbott could do the same thing. And Matt Blake is a fantastic pitching coach. If there are any holes in his game, he can fix them.
Shout out to Marshall Brown. Just finished listening to your post show last night. It was a banger. Thank you so much, Marshall. Continue to listen. We try to give you the best information we can, and that's why we came on last night. I thought it was important to enjoy that win. It was a roll-ades type of game at the end, but with people like Ken and Nippon on the show, you can't go wrong, and that's why I did it, and I will continue to do that, just like out of nowhere when it's deserving. And tonight, I can guarantee you, if we break the snide with Amazon Prime, then we're coming on again strong for the post game. So thank you for that, Marshall. Really appreciate that.
For those of you out there, I am going to be bowling, so I will not be calling the play-by-play for tonight's game.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you will be on our pregame show. By the way, our pregame show, everyone, will be at 4 p.m. today. 4 p.m. So come for that, and we'll discuss tonight's game. Any moves at that time? Hopefully, we'll have the lineup. So there's a lot to discuss at 4 o'clock. Nippon, what do you got going for today? Is there any? You're going to the
Yes,
first game at Trenton today, right?
opening night at Trent Thunder, Carson Sabathia, and Jaden Sheffield are making their debuts today.
Awesome. Wish them well, and I think they're going to do well there. And I'm sure Cece's going to be there.
I
I'm
hope
sure
so.
Gary Sheffield's going to be there.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that, and I want a big crowd. They deserve to have a big crowd. So that's all well. And if you can give us a report from there, by all means, please do. What time is the game time?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Just send me the link. Maybe I can try and go live from there.
Okay. Will you be there around 4:30?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yep. Send me the link.
Of course I will. Yeah, we're gonna go on at 4:00 with the pregame
Thank
show.
you, Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall. Thank you so much for being. Well, you're our protector. I mean, if anybody bothers us, we know we can just give you a call.
Actually, we might hire you. We might need you as a bodyguard for our events with the athletes.
Yeah, Marshall, are you up for that or what? We'd be more than happy. I mean, really, but yeah. So again, everything is positive. I'm happy. I mean, obviously they squeaked by tonight. Let's see what Clark Smith's going to do. I mean, is he going to recover? Is he? He says. Marshall says I'm down for that. So if you need him, I'm sure he could write to us at NY Yankee Mania, and we could put something together for him. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, Marshall. You got your answer. So tonight, guys, what are you expecting from Clark Smith? You think it's going to be a bullpen game? Well, obviously, in my opinion, it will be a bullpen game.
Clark Smith will go, in my opinion, let's see, 5 innings. No, 5 innings. 3 earned runs, 5 hits. No, 6 hits. 7 or 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. So.
And Ken, how do you feel about Clark Smith tonight?
4 1/3, 4 runs, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks.
Oh my God!
Bullpen game all the way.
Woo!
Wow. Well, of course, like Graham says, Kwan, you got to keep off the base. Ramirez, you got to keep in the ballpark. I mean, but it's also true on the other side. I mean, they know they got to try to keep Aaron Judge at bay, Cody Bellinger at bay. Maybe we see Dominguez back in the lineup today, although knowing the Yankees, they're not going to rush him, but he is on the bench. So that's a good sign. And he looked all hyped on the bench last night. It wouldn't surprise me if he played tonight. It really wouldn't surprise me. So with that is a very, very good possibility. But we'll see. I mean, last night again, Yankee Stadium was completely packed. It's really fantastic to see the crowd. They just keep coming and coming, and they're averaging over 40,000 every day, which is great. I believe they're first in the American League, and the Dodgers are first in the National League. The Mets, I was looking at all of the figures. The Mets have jumped up from last year, 27,000. This year, they're averaging 36,000. So they've had a tremendous bump up, and I wonder why. Welcome, Stephen B, to the broadcast. He's saying Schmidt 6 innings, 1 run, 7 Ks. Wow.
That's a freaking fantasy dream.
Wow, that's a fantasy dream, he says. You're going to let him talk to you like that? Are you going to let him talk to you like that? Marshall Brown, let's see. He says, I agree with FJ. Schmidt had trouble with the Rockies. Yeah, but everybody didn't pitch well. That doesn't mean that they're going to be clunkers now. I mean, I think Max Fried is going to recover. There's no question about that. Celia says the Rockies won their first series this year. laugh out loud. And
You know, the funny thing is, Clark Smith's problem has been the same problem since he's come up to the majors. He cannot put hitters away. His pitch count gets jacked because people consistently foul balls off, foul balls off, foul balls off. It's like a freaking pinata. The thing with him, he has a fantastic two-seam fastball. He refuses to throw it. That could be his out pitch. But Clark Smith would rather throw a damn cutter or a sinker or a slider. That's it. Can't be a three-pitch pitcher in the major leagues.
It's very true. You're 100% right. Sean Browning says, "Who's pitching tonight?" Well, that's who's pitching. It's
for the Guardians. It's LL Ortiz. Ortiz doesn't have a good record, but he has a 97 plus mile an hour fastball. It tends to get hard because he throws it right down the heart of Broadway, and our team is capable of definitely putting it on him. He's got a bunch of pitches that he flashes, but nothing consistent. The fastball is it for him. He goes fastball or die.
Is he a lefty or a righty? I'm sorry.
He's a righty.
He's a righty? Okay.
Yep.
It would be great if we had Dominguez back in the lineup, though. I bet you if Dominguez is in the lineup, somebody like Volpe moves down to 7 or even 8. Because, I mean, against the righty, in my opinion, technically you should have Wells batting ahead of Volpe. But because Wells' bat is very quiet, they're gonna go with Volpe going up. It doesn't matter if it's a righty or a lefty. They're gonna put Volpe up ahead of Wells until he proves that he can do more than just hit home runs. Celia says, "Well, Graham, I agree with that. Yesterday they made Bibby look like an ace, though." Yeah, well, they both look good. I mean, let's face it, they were pitching fantastic. They were pitching lights out last night. That was a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel last night. But you know what won out? It's because I went on Ken's channel, and they reminded me that I had to put the lamp on. So the lamp has been on, and since that point, they won the game. They gained in the American League East. So I can't argue with you guys. I got to keep it on. I have no choice.
Hey, Joe?
Yeah.
I got to bounce off. Thanks for having me on the show. I will be there for the pregame.
Okay, we'll see you at 4 p.m. You take care.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, Nip. So what do you got? What do you got cooking? Any late word on the New York Knicks to turn the tracks a little bit? Anything you have? Anything new on the New York Knicks? Any rumors as far as the coaching situation? Do you feel they're going to take care of that right away, or you think it'll drag on?
For what, the Knicks?
Yeah.
I think maybe they'll do a thorough search. They will do a thorough search, and but the two targets should be Mike Malone and hold on, I got a phone call coming.
Okay, go ahead, go take it. I'll get back to you. All right, everyone. Well, now we're down to one. No, so while we have a chance, everyone, again, I want to talk about the giveaway. Please go to joeyankees28@gmail.com and register your vote. How many games you think the Yankees are going to win this year, and also if they win the division, by how many games. Register the vote by July 1st, and if the Yankees don't win the division, then we go back to how many wins, and whoever notches it will be the winner. Also, to let you know, that the prize is $100. So please register. If you want to win something nice towards the end of October, I would suggest get your everything you want to do at joeyankees28@gmail.com, and let's see your vote. January 1st is the cutoff. The 2nd or the 3rd, I'm going to post on NY Yankee Mania all of your picks. So it's all there for everybody to see in black and white who's going to win. Now, if there's a tie, as customary, you guys will split it. I think it's just fair that if you both have it right, you both deserve. So it's $100 first prize, and I want please register at joeyankees28 at gmail.com, and you have until you have until September. Listen to me. You have until July 1st to register. Not a lot of time, but you do have some time. Let's bring Nitin back. Okay, big guy. What do you got?
Yeah, so it'll be a thorough search. But I think the two targets should be Mike Malone and what's it called? Um, Rick Pitino. Yeah. So I think those two coaches should be on their top of the list. But I feel like they're gonna have more candidates just to feel it out. But it won't be a long process. But I think it'll be like a thorough search, like I said before. So let's see what happens. But I think Mike Malone should be up there in the list. That's what and Rick Pitino.
Yeah, I think Rick Pitino would be a wonderful addition to that Nick Brass, and he would bring in some good assistant coaches, and I think the bench will be better. I'm sure he'll have an input, in the teams what they're going to be doing in the off season. I think it'll be a fun time in Madison Square Garden because both the Knicks and the Rangers are both going to retool. The Knicks are very close. We all know that. They might be a player or two off the bench. If they can make a big deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, you never know if that's gonna take place. So the Knicks are in a good position. The Rangers, on the other hand, if they get rid of a few veterans, they're not that far away. As you know, they have a great goalie. They have a great backup goalie. They have pretty decent defense. I would like to see another defensive scorer on defense, and maybe a forward or two. Before they get older, do what you need to do. Try to get rid of the big contracts, however which way you can. And I think it'll be a nice season in Madison Square Garden next year. We just have to wait till after July 1st, and let's see who the Rangers sign. But it seems like a lifetime ago that the Rangers played, and there's still hockey because the NHL Finals
tonight is game one.
And I wouldn't surprise me if Florida wins it again. I mean, obviously, but for selfish reasons, I don't want it because the Yankees are the last professional team that has won back-to-back championships in the last 20 years.
Today's game one.
Yeah, today is game one. No, correct. So
tomorrow's NBA Finals game one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised. The Met-Dodger game I thought would have been in the daytime today because I would think it's getaway. I don't unless do they have 4 games with the Dodgers? I'm not sure. I'm just checking because it's really weird that they don't have it is getaway day. I'm surprised they're playing overnight. That some of these schedules you just can't you can't understand. Like with the Yankees in the beginning of the year, the weather is bad in the East Coast. Try to make some games where it's not 20 degrees and you're not enjoying it. Like at least let's go to Florida, play Tampa Bay, or somebody like that. You want to stay in the East Coast of the American League games. But why do they bring it here in the stadium when it's 20, 30 degrees in April? We all know that. And snow. I've been to Yankee games opening day where snow comes out. So, so some schedule makers, it's really weird. Graham Cecilia Bibby is no slouch apart from 2 dingers he gave up. That was probably the best start on the road this year. He's leading rotation when really they would ideally should be a number 2. Yeah, I mean, listen, Cleveland is a good team, man. And one thing about them is they don't make many mistakes on defense. And, that bodes well. But Cleveland has to defend with the Detroit Tigers, and it's not going to be easy this year, guys. This team is just for real, and I'll guarantee one thing: at the trade deadline, the Tigers are going to get better pitching wise because I think they're going to land a top flight starter because they know they're probably going to go up against the Yankees. So they're going to want all the starters they possibly can. I think they're going to make a deal with Miami, and they're going to give him some rookie guys for him, which I think is a mistake because I don't think he's going to be a great pitcher here. Here with Detroit, I just
Ever Cabrera.
Yeah, no, Contra.
Oh,
I just don't think he survives being in the playoffs. I really don't. But we'll see. Again, it's going to be a fun trade deadline. That, as you can see, there are a lot of teams that are bunched up, guys. A lot of teams are bunched up for the wild card. So as I'm looking right now at the standings, the wild card is close. 4 games, games behind, half a game, 3 games in the National League. Games behind the Padres are 1, the Giants are 4, and I think the wild card looks like it's going to come from the West, especially in the National League. So the American League has small pickings. I mean, the American League, there's a lot of teams that are even the wild card are in trouble. 5.5, 6 games. You got the Royals pretty good in they're 1 game out. The Guardians are actually in the wild card. The Astros, the Mariners, Texas is 4. The LA Angels is 4.5. The Athletics is 10.5. So there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be that may think, well, you know what? If we spend a little money on this player, who knows what's going to happen, down the line. So there will be, to me, a buyer's market, but I don't know so much about selling because people, especially when the Yankees get involved, they want the Yankees to give up the whole barn. So again, that's going to be for another day. But you think it's going to be an active trade deadline, Nip?
it should be.
It should be, right? I'm calling that, and we're gonna give you the date of the show very soon when we're gonna have a round table talking about Scranton, talking about Somerset, and some of the Yankees' prized possessions. What do we think? If the Yankees something falls into their lap, would they trade a Spencer Jones, a Ben Hess, Pereira? I mean, what do you, or Rodriguez, which I hope they don't. They've given away too many catchers as it is. We don't want to give up another catcher, not at all. And I'm not looking forward to that. And they got to protect these guys, without a doubt. John the Beagle says no Lombard Jr. or Spencer Jones. No, I agree with you 100%. And waiting in the wings outside is our another contributor to NY Mania, and that's Stephen B. How you doing, Steve?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's going on, big guy? Talk to us.
I just finishing up an AC tune-up. I was gonna write some paperwork. I figure I can hop on really quick.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, your thoughts of last night's game?
Great pitching by Rodon. The bullpen was good, except for Williams. Gives me Holmes vibes 2.0.
Right. Oh yeah. What? Williams gives me Wetland. To the T. Definitely to the T. No question about it. Sean Browning is saying, no, somebody's asking for the pups. Oh, John the Beagle Dad says, Stephen B., show the pups.
John, I have a video I can send you, so don't worry about that. I'll send it to you text afterwards. I have one on TikTok. I don't make a lot of content. I just post things I do at work or that's all I do sometimes here and there. Or funny things.
You said you have what, 5?
5, yep.
Wow.
5 huskies.
5? Oh my God, damn.
Yeesh.
Stephen
Mamma
B.
mia. Lucky you, man. Lucky you, John.
We have
DeVito
my
was-
parent. My parents, we have a golden doodle. My parents has a golden doodle.
Oh, I love.
Yeah.
They
I
are so.
remember in the chat you said that a few weeks ago. I'm like, oh, my in-laws have a doodle, but not a golden.
Oh,
So I know exactly what they look like.
yeah.
John the Beagle says, "All I want is one beagle."
One beagle.
So you're willing to give up a beagle or maybe get him one? Sean Browning says that's a lot of energy. Wow.
Not. I got lucky. They're abnormal. 4 of them are abnormal huskies. I mean, they're pretty chill. My only one that gives me the run is my 3-year-old.
Really?
Yeah. Once they turn around 3 or 4, they really calm down. So I'm hoping 4 for my other one.
You ever think like some other stadiums do? Do you ever think the Yankees will ever open up one day and let pups go in, like other stadiums do?
I think service dogs they are allowed to go in, but that's about it. I don't know because they're gonna have to have like a waiver in that. I don't think for liability purposes that they would probably do that.
Okay, because I mean, you do see them. You see them at Citi Field. You see them at some of the ballparks, and I mean, I think for like a Sunday afternoon or something like that, it would be a nice idea. The Yankees used to have. I don't know if you guys remember, but they used to have the Kids Day where you bring banners. They have Banner Day after the game or before the game, and that was a great catch. Years ago. I wish they would bring something like that back. And I really wish that they would bring back the old timers game. What is this that you have old timers game, but they don't play? It's like, hi, how are you? Okay, that's it. It's over. What happened to that? I mean, is it that they don't want to see the players get hurt or something? I mean, you don't have to kill yourself on the field,
I think they don't want any of the players or older former Yankees that retired to get hurt. I mean,
right.
I really loved watching the old ones just to see them I know some of the older ones that couldn't play were behind the dugout managing. So it was really really cool to see.
Yeah, it is cool to say, but old timers day is really, it's taking the rap out of it because of the fact that they can't play. You want to see a Derek Jeter take a swing. You want to see O'Neill, Martinez, and those guys. Why not? I mean, again, they don't exactly have to go to the weight room. Just go out and have a little fun. I remember the days of Bobby Mercer when he was announcing. Yeah, he was in the outfield, and he says, "I'm gonna cream one now" or whatever. That was
He always wanted to see a home run, and I think Conan Tino was the one that got a home run out of it.
I remember a time Bobby Mercer put on these fake tattoos, and he says, "This is gonna make me hit one big." And I remember he had a little ground ball to second base. So it was like, okay, the tattoos are coming off. But he was incredible. What a Yankee. I mean, that's for another day because I want Mercer in that Monument Park. That he belongs there, and I don't know what they're doing with that, but that's ridiculous that all that he did for that club. You could honor him and his family right now and put him into that Monument Park. He deserves it. But apparently, they're not doing it yet, but I think one day they will, and I really do hope so. And we would do anything on our end to get to help get that, make that happen. But
see, what's your company? I didn't even get to ask you. What's your company?
I'm in Connecticut, so it's like under a thing that says Watt Holding. They do like 7 different companies, but
oh wow,
oh nice, okay,
plenty of work.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is. We have to say no to Spencer Jones' deal.
Yeah, we're not giving up Spencer Jones. There's no way we're giving up Spencer Jones because Actually, you know what? The by the way, congrats to Carlos Legrand getting called up to Somerset. Looking forward to seeing
Young.
him. Yeah,
Yep.
but Spencer Jones.
Somerset's going to have some lineup.
Oh
We
my
got the
God.
J&J brothers now.
Yeah,
We got the J&J brothers at Double A.
yeah.
Both Jones.
Yeah, I'm telling you that they are must watch TV. They really are.
Scranton's roster it's not it's to me.
We'll
Scranton
see. We'll see Stanton getting better. Probably see it, Jones be promoted. That'll be a good move. We just saw Schittler got brought up.
To me, there's only two guys you could see in AAA right now, and that's Rodriguez and Pereira. I mean, everybody else are major leaguers that are trying to make it back. They just released Dominic Smith just left, so they got Dela Cruz. Yeah, they
got Vivas back.
Well, Vivas, yeah, but I mean, it's nice to see them, but they don't have the greatest of teams, that's for sure.
Well,
no questions about that.
All our good talents in the low A's, and they're making our way up. So we'll definitely be seeing exciting ones in like a year or two.
Well, just Somerset alone is good enough.
Yep.
I mean, that really is must watch TV. That lineup is fantastic.
Oh my God! Spencer Jones is healthy and he's playing well. So I hope he gets called up to AAA pretty soon here. Hopefully,
I think we're going to see Jones after the All-Star break for their Double A, because I think he's going to earn a spot. I think after that they're going to promote him because he's having a really good year down there. Yeah. The guy I'm looking forward to see come up is Cunningham. He's supposed to be the next ace that we might be able to develop.
Yeah,
that's the guy we just drafted last year, and that's LSE. And that's a big pitching program.
Celia says, I honestly don't see Stanton contributing much offensively either. I prefer Rice over Stanton. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Yeah. I think Stanton still has a lot to contribute. Rice will get his at-bats, but you got to go with the old pro. I mean, if Stanton proves that he can't hit a homer, or just having him in the lineup makes them better. That's the key. Does Ben Rice scare you, or does John to a pitcher now? I'm not talking about you personally, but a pitcher. Does Ben Rice scare you, or Giancarlo Stanton scare you? And I'm sorry, guys. I say Giancarlo scares me more than Ben Rice right now. Razzle, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it.
Hey, Razzle.
What's going on, Razzle? Hope all is well. Thank you again for joining the stream. But I would fear Giancarlo Stanton still. What about you guys?
Yeah, I think he's something left in the tank. Obviously, when he's in the lineup, it makes it better, more lengthier and better. Obviously, and you can't take anything granted with him. Plus, he's a big postseason performer, so we need him to be in the lineup. Yeah, so I think he's going to help us out when he comes back, in my opinion.
Yes. Oh, no question. And John the Beagle says Stanton is scarier than Rice right now. No question about it. I mean, listen, Rice could put a charge into the ball, but if you really think about it, Giancarlo Stanton is an animal up there. He may strike out a lot, but you got to go with the old pro. You just have to. And and every time Razzle's on, he always says smash that like button, everyone, to the broadcast. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And definitely, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so you never miss any notifications, any giveaways, anything. So please, by all means, do that. And thank you. Also, remember, everyone in the chat, we'll be back at 4:00 this afternoon for the pregame show. 4:00.
And then I'll possibly join live from the stadium at Trent Thunder. So.
Yes, that looks to be our time that people have been asking us to come on. and we'd be and I'd be more than happy to accommodate, just like I accommodated to go to 8:30. We have we do have somebody new in the chat. The Back It Up Binge Podcast. How you doing?
Oh,
Thank you
back
so
it up.
much for joining.
What's up?
How you doing? Why don't you tell us a little bit about your podcast? You're more than welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, welcome to the show, and I hope you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Mario, how you doing? Good morning. And it's true. As the 9 o'clock hour goes, everybody starts showing up. So it's a great idea to that this show is going on a half hour later. So I appreciate it. But back up, it's very intriguing. So what do you do on your podcast? And you're saying Stanton has that presence. Yes, he does. 100%. Let's introduce you on the stream here. Let's see. Where are you? Here we go. All right. Welcome to the cast here, guys. Tell us about yourself. That would be nice. You also could, if you want to talk to us or anything, please go to our website, our email, and I'd be more than happy to speak to you. You can go on joeyankees28@gmail.com, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you. And I appreciate you coming on. I really do. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, I gotta get going. I have to finish up the other part of it.
Thanks so much for joining. If you're interested, if you got time at 4:00, let me know.
I'll send you a text. Okay.
You got it. You have a nice day. All right, then there were two. But so it's great that mention again what you're doing today, because we have quite a few new people on the stream. Explain what's going on today.
So today's the first game of Trent Thunder MLB Draft League. So we'll be live from there, and then we'll be working with Carson Sabathia, CC's son, and then Jaden Sheffield, Gary Sheffield's son. So looking forward to the season, and let's go Yankees and let's go Trent Thunder.
Ken is on there, and he says the backup binge is the Orioles. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate that. Maybe we can have a nice round table between the Yankees and the Orioles, especially when they play each other.
Heated debate.
What?
Heated discussion.
There you go. Celia, I don't. Let's see.
We're gonna have a heated discussion round table.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. But no, thanks so much, and of course. If you let us know when you're on or whatever, we'd love to check you out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Send me the link for today, just in case, and then I'll go live from the ballpark.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. If you're there at 4:30, 4:15, I'll send it to you in plenty of time. Again, we always look for Yankee news before we go on. But we will. I do interviews. Just interviewed Doug DeCinces. Oh yeah, Doug DeCinces, Yankee killer. How many times he came up in Yankee Stadium and hit the left field wall? Believe me, I know all about Doug. He was a very good player. But that's cool. I'd love to talk to you. Definitely stay and let us know when you're on, and we'll give you a shout out. I have no problem doing that. So thank you. And we are here every morning at 8:30, Monday through Sunday. We love doing the podcast and love talking about the New York Yankees. So, your final comments. We are going on an hour and 30 minutes, so it's time to give us some late news. Go ahead.
Let's go Yankees. Let's keep it going. The home staying strong. We started strong yesterday. Hopefully, Clark Smith is pitching. So hopefully Clark Smith will do a good job.
And they're on the dreaded Amazon Prime, where we have to, again, it's going to be the lamp that's going to do the trick.
Yeah, but
So we got to keep it on.
Yeah, let's go Yankees.
You got it.
All
Well, guys, thanks so much. All the new people that came into the stream, I really appreciate it. Please come back and please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And if you have any questions or if you want to participate in the show, it's joeyankees28@gmail.com. Don't forget our contest. Look at the notification on NY Yankee Mania's page, and you'll get all the thing. But definitely subscribe and come back to us, everyone. We really appreciate it. So thanks to everybody like Jake and Razzle and Graham and Sean Browning and Celia and the backup Pinge and Ken and the lid Mario. The list goes on. Dev Finch, John the Beagle Dad. We go on and on. So thank you so much. And like I always say, we love you here and we love you as a family here. And by all means, God bless each and every one of you, all your families, all the content people. God bless you all. Most importantly, God bless America.
How's your nephew doing?
Thank God. He says thank you so much. He went back to school today, and he gives a big shout out to everyone that he says thank you for caring. So everyone, again, thank you. God bless you all. God bless America. We will see you at 4 p.m., everyone. And if there's breaking Yankee news, you will hear about it on a short or in writing. Take care, everyone.
Let's go.